Good meowing, everyone. Sorry. I thought that was Anyway, watcher today. Good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone's having a nice and bright and early morning. I know I am, good lord. But, hey, how's it going? So, the way we're going to do this stream, I have a segment planned. A classic Das Zombies segment in about 27 minutes exactly. So that means we have 27 minutes to kill doing whatever the hell we want to do. So, good question towards everyone. What are we going to do? What's the plan? How are we going to kill 27 minutes? Closer to 25, right? What's the plan? Oh, hold on. Solemn Sunday spotted. What's up, dude? Thanks for hanging out. Anyway, region making? No, you can't do that. Watching? I mean, that's y'all's job. Good old Rivulet speedrun? No, not gonna do that. Tic-tac-toe. That could silence for 27 minutes. Just all right, everyone. Moment of silence. What if I just did that? What if there was no music and I just did that? Nobody did anything for 25 minutes. This is watching Family Guy funny moments. That could be funny, but I think it might kill the viewership of this stream. Trying to rizz up Inv. It's a video game character. TikTok reaction. No. Challenges? I already did all those. Let's meditate. Let's realign our chakras. Let's all just regain. This is Raid World of Violence. Prepare your game for installing Watch It. That's right. That's smart, actually. I can disable all my mods. I'll do that. God, I haven't played Raid World since November. My job. It's okay, I'm not is okay, there's nothing here. We're good. We're safe. I'm gonna like prepare. We're just gonna like do Rain World stuff. This is for like 20 minutes. Eat gravel and drink bitter tea. That would be a stream. That'd be a stream. It's trying to ascend, and it's just me starving myself and eating rocks. It would be ideal content. Everyone would love that. Oh. I don't think I need to save anything, Bevel. I think I just need to like... Yeah, hold on. Give me a minute. It's gotta do the thingamabob again. It's good that we're getting this out of the way. Whoever recommended this is smart. Smarter than I am, at least. Fucking Ascension stream. So what do I disable? I mean, like, I imagine, like... Whoa, my mouse. Okay. So I imagine like you. I haven't played this since the hide and seek game. Hey, you. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go away. Rain World Remix probably can stay, I imagine. I think that they would have given that one. I think that they would have given that. What else am I missing? What's the other thing? What's the other thing that comes default with... Oh yeah, this. There you go. So I think we're all set in this regard. Hey, I think I can turn off Jelly Co-op. Poop sim. I wonder what this mod's gonna look like. It's... Okay, now let's restart the game and then let's screw around in arena for a little bit. Thus you can scroll? Okay, I don't think that's true though. I think you're lying to me and I should attack you with a crowbar like I'm Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Did it come out yet? No. I can put on like a little timer. See, I don't pay for Streamlabs though. So like I don't know what I can do, you know? Like, can I like put a little shitty stream or like a little shitty like bit of a thing on there? Like, can I just do that? Hold on, wait. Idea. I can set like an online alarm clock. I could do that. It could be really fucking awful. Oh, this sucks. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute, hold on. Sorry, this is the worst. Where's my crop? Give me a minute. Okay. Let me crop this, damn you. I'm not good with Streamlabs. I use YouTube and Photoshop primarily. Whoever said to play... See, if I played Dream Barbecue, I wouldn't want to stop. That's the problem. I can do, like, vaguely boring things. Is there no fucking way to crop shit? No, wait, it's in filters. Sorry. Whoops. Whoopsies. Oopsie poopsies. Is it there? Crop. Yes. I'm getting it. I'm making it happen. Okay. There we go. My grand time. There it is. It took me way too long to get that shitty little widget on. There you go. It's Alright, let's play arena. Not this. Let's go into like the regular arena and do some funny things. What do y'all feel like doing? What do y'all feel like seeing? What do y'all feel like doing? We have like... How much time do we have? We have like 15 minutes. This is the unprofessional bit. I just wanted to make sure I was on time for everything and starting streaming smart. Fight 2 King Vultures as Spearmaster. Lizard Battle Royale. Slug Pup Arena. Make them kill each other. 5 billion Leviathans. You versus 50 Yeeks. Scavs versus Vulture. I like that idea. That's a fun idea. I have to find a place where the Scav can't just, like, leave. Because the Scav will do that. Quite a lot. This place could be nice. I used to do this all the time back in the day. Before I became a content creator. Okay, can I edit this? Let me edit. Sorry, give me a minute. Hi, this is competitive. Oops. I'm a little dumb. It's okay. I'm just a little bit stupid. This is competitive. Not what I meant to do. It's my bad. We'll do this one instead. This is what I meant to do. I haven't seen a lot of the new Downpour arenas, actually. Put them all over here. Then, what do y'all want to put them up against? We're gonna be watching the Scavs do something funny. See, I got voices from above. To the person who's asking how do we know exactly, I got voices from above, aka Buddy Aquapara Games, told me that it would release at 11 CST. And I'm hoping that was correct in every way. That's my hope. Do we like put them up against firebugs? That could be fun. Mother Longlegs, 500 slug pops, 500 EX DLL. DLL would be fun. Let's last it out with a DLL. No, like that. There you go. All right, we'll see how they do. Come on, boys. Oh, the first shot's been fired. Come on, Elite Scav. Oh, he has a Singularity Bomb. Oh, did he just win? I think he just won. Alright. Cool. Easy. Good work, Scavs. Great work, boys. This is... Look, he's teabagging. King behavior. Alright, this guy got bent. What else do we got? What if we did, like... What if we did, like 2 Miros birds? That could be fun. They will also just get Explosive Speared, though. Did they also just get killed immediately? No, he's still alive. Get him. Can he get a single kill, unlike his brother? The creatures... No, wait, he's still kicking. He got one. He got one. The creatures have gotten 1 single kill. Two kills now. Will they manage to actually pick off the Scavs? The thing is that he has to take a spear to drop him. They're all just like, whoa, bird. Oh. Oh, is he dead now? Does he get back up? No. He's dead. Alright, well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. He did a pretty good job. Shit, I didn't mean to... Okay, hold on. Sorry, the control... I am so not used to the controls of this shit. Give me a minute. I gotta put back down our boys. Let's give them a bit less explosive spears. What about one red lizard? I believe in one red lizard. They're fucking busted. They're so strong. One down. What's he doing, my man? Okay, no, there you go. Oh, that a second one? Oh, he's just... he hasn't even been hit. Red Lizard W. What the hell? He's destroying them. What is that elite scav doing? Did I just get really bad scav ID RNG? They're getting ripped in half. Jesus. They gave you all so many explosive spears. They can't. It's criminal. They cannot hit a spear. One of them perfectly core shot at the LL like literally today, and now they just can't do shit. These two regular scavs are so scared. They fear the red lizard. I don't think that the red lizard's gonna lose this. Unless this guy like lands a perfect explosive spear on him. I don't think the red lizard is on his way out. I think he's gonna be fine. Oh, they hit another spear. There is a singularity bomb on the floor. That like... Oh, that was... Yo, he pipe juked him. What? It's... Yeah. Oh, good shot. Oh, is he dead? No, probably not. Is he? Do XPs just murder red lizards? No, he's fine. He's built different. This is... Oh, the rain's coming. If he manages to kill this other guy... No, he's not gonna. Yeah. Who do y'all think won this? Oh, I think that's all the scavs dead. No, there's one scav left. The scavs managed to outstall it. Who do y'all think won that? I think... Red Lizard wins 100%. Yeah, I agree. Let's try to... Fucking goddamn it, hold on. I gotta put him down again. Let's do slightly more elite scavs this time. Do we just do the classic? We can do the classic. No, you know what? Let's make these two guys in a super cramped situation. Did they just immediately get murdered? No, he's fine. Oh, they are getting ripped apart though. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, I don't think the King Vultures did particularly well. I think they kinda got whooped. How do I just, like, delete something? I forgot how to delete something. Hold on. Oh, do you just... Is it just space? It's just space. Got it. It's just the jump button. I got it. Alright. Let's go over one more round of testing. Should I buy Rainworld while it's on sale? What do you expect me to say no? The Video Cult practically owns my soul. Yes, buy it. Okay. We'll do this one now. The classic. The classic. Everybody's watched videos of these guys going wild. Well, I think he landed a spear on him at least. Oh, that was big. Well, they are landing shots. Ooh. Sucks to be that guy. Oh, we got nabbed. That's... Oh no, he... God. Elite scavs were so beefy. It's kind of crazy how good elite scavs are at Rainworld. And I guess it is literally all they do. He's slowing down. Oh, almost. Ooh. Another armor plate down. Oh, another one dead. Maybe the elite scavs can do this. I believe in them. That centipede's weak as hell. Come on, the centipede's gotta be almost dead. Maybe it's just dead. Is it just dead? Yeah, they killed it. Good work, boys. Of course the two elites were the only ones that lived. Good work, boys. Well, unfortunately, it's almost been the amount of time that I've properly allotted for messing around. Bam. Okay, so the actual content of this stream that I'm going to be going for is indeed something completely different from this. I know it might be hard to imagine, however, that is indeed the case. I want you all to turn your attention towards your lovely little screens. Because I would like to introduce you all to the very first episode of Rainworld The Watched. I should be there. Hold on, give me a minute. There you go. I should be there now. Yes, I'm here. All right, sorry, but I forgot I had to do that. Anyway, welcome to Rainworld The Watched, the world's first and only Rainworld talk show. Stop playing Unseen Lands. There you go. It's scuffed as always. It's a Death Zombie stream. We do this. But welcome to Rainworld The Watched. Today we're going to be interviewing a number of Rainworld content creators and one special guest during the hour and a half before Watcher's release. I hope everybody's excited. I hope everybody's ready. There's about 2 or so minutes on, but we could start a little bit early, actually. Let me go around and let me just hit him with this. There you go. Our first guest should be on their way soon, I imagine. The other ones I'll just drag in here, but because we're technically 2 minutes early or 1 minute early, I'm going to just wait. Actually, by the way, if you want a companion stream to this, Blue Jay, another. There we go. Hello, Sigma. What's up, man? We're interviewing
What's
Sigma
up?
first.
How you doing?
All right. So.
Thought that you haven't played the game since.
No, I haven't played the game since November. It's just. Listen, I was taking a break. It's just like a 3 to 5 month break. It's more than that actually. It was like like 5 months, more than that. Yeah. So, welcome to Rain World the Watched, good friend of mine. Today we're going to be interviewing you for exactly 10 minutes, which means I'm going to set an alarm on my phone, and upon it going off, there's not a bomb under the chair. Anyone who tells you that is lying to you.
It's okay. I'll just respawn and leave a karma flower behind.
Yeah. Anyway, so beginning. Who are you and what do you do? I know this. A lot of my audience knows this, but in case people in my audience don't know who you are, tell them.
All right. I am Sigma. I'm a Rainworld content creator, much like that song is. I focus more or less on collab stuff, co-op stuff. I'm the one who made the trivia show and the GeoGuessr as of late, and I've lately been doing the Bingo Creator Clash that has recently finished. And yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And the second question of today, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Milk and toast.
Milk and toast, like at the same time? Did you like soak the toast in the milk?
I did not soak the toast in the milk.
Was it like warm milk, or was it like was it like cold? Okay, hot milk. Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Good. I'm writing this down in my notepad.
Buttered toast, for the record.
Buttered toast. Got it. Excellent. I didn't think that you were a dry toast man, but who knows?
Okay. I'm not just straight up eating the bread, no.
Yeah, just okay. And now we're into the actual meat questions. What's your favorite thing about Rain World? Just overall, all of it.
You hit me with a very deep question right off the bat.
All of them are
all
deep.
Of
it. The timer keeps going no matter what.
Okay, that is pressure. All right. I would say, how do I put it? Aside from just like the vibe, and what I mean by that is like, I don't look at the backgrounds as much because I've seen them, but like looking at the background and imagining like being there, living there, seeing like imagining the past, like, you know, because it's an abandoned civilization. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, the atmosphere, I would say, that kind of like it slowly loses itself once you play it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm really looking forward to like the new content, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that.
The new content or the backgrounds?
When I mean, yeah, the atmosphere, really. The backgrounds are like probably the thing that I would point out the most, though.
Yeah, no, the vibes of it all is just absolutely immaculate. Just, I mean, the art style on its own is incredible, but realistically, just the whole ordeal with like, I don't know, it's just cool. The whole world of it. Like, I mean, my career is basically spent investigating the world of it, so yeah. It's sick. And I like it.
I distinctly remember you being knowledgeable about the background bricks, so I'm sure we're kindred spirits.
I think that's just my autism showing up and like the way that I recognize things. One of my an interesting thing about me is that I will recognize the floor plan of any building that I enter before literally anything else about it.
Okay.
I don't know why, but that's like an example as to how my brain processes shit in a unique way. Anyways, next question. What type of content are you planning on making about Watcher?
Probably I'd say I'm probably gonna just play through the Watcher, and there's likely going to be like a clip compilation if I am to make it of whatever thing is interesting. I'm not gonna force there to be like part 1 playthrough or whatever, and then I'm likely gonna attempt to do co-op. In all honesty, the entirety of content that is about Watcher is kind of like so shrouded in mystery that I don't know what to expect, even if like I don't even know if co-op works really. But in the far future, probably another trivia show.
I have no clue what's going on with Watcher. I have no idea. So I'm very excited to see just what people have been cooking up. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're about half. No, we're not halfway through our time yet. We're getting there. What aspect of your channel are you proudest of? Like out of everything that you've done.
I would say that, like, generally it takes a lot of work, but the events are really fun. Where I feel like driving everyone to come together and seeing like the collabs and everyone just being like seeing everyone's reactions to meeting like oh no, it's like that Zombies is intersecting with Obsian, and it's seeing all those reactions when it originally hadn't really been broken into is probably the most proud part of me, where I feel like I facilitated a lot of collabs, is what I would say.
I mean, absolutely. You basically didn't you literally make the entire content creator Discord?
Well, it was more or less. It was me and Blue Jay, more or less, that did it. But yeah.
Yeah, but like still, like that's throughout this entire time that your channel has existed, you've been incredibly forward with creating collabs and its established relationships between the community. Like I don't know. I get intimidated whenever someone has a bigger number than me. So knowing that like I did a collaboration with like Scurry and H2 makes my brain be like, what? They're better people than me because their number's larger. That shouldn't happen. You know, but like
that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but like very specifically.
Boy, if I had that mentality, would a lot of people not be in the crew?
No, a lot of people would not have been doing collabs. But like like collabs with Obsian as well. Like I'm much more entrenched in the Rainbow community sphere because like I don't watch a lot of community content for this game. Fully admittedly, I view this game a lot more like a job compared to like a video game. So individually, it's sort of. It's pretty rare for me to like watch Rainworld content, but for the most part, whenever I see new Rainworld content, I see the creator's name and be like, I know that guy because of the collaborations that you've helped facilitate.
Yeah.
I'm quite thankful that you went through the work to connect the community together.
Thank you. I'm very flattered.
Okay. Next question. What's your favorite thing about the talk show host?
Your face.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite proud of my face. What's your favorite part of my face?
Your left eye.
My left eye specifically. Why is that? Like, is it like the way the cornea sits?
You blink better with that eye.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. See, I've always been insecure about the way my right eye blinks. So thanks for adding fuel to that fire.
No, you what? Just wink.
Listen, I'll just position my hair over the right eye so that no one ever sees it. I did that actually back in high school.
Yeah.
I've been playing it up, but like an insecurity that I have is actually that one of my eyes is slightly more closed than the other one. I don't know why, but it's just been that way. And so like I remember, I think like back in high school, I would like actually position my hair to cover that eye a bit more, and I think it made it worse. I wouldn't be surprised if it made it worse, but that is like a funny little intersection.
Oh god, I struck a nerve on you.
You're striking my nerves. No, but like it doesn't bother me anymore outside of whenever I'm like looking in the mirror, you know. But I still think it's funny, you know. Like out of everything to be insecure about, it's like if one of my eyes is slightly more lidded. Like nobody would ever care.
Nobody would ever.
Nobody would
even
ever give a shit. My eyes are slightly asymmetrical. I guess that it proves how hot I am. That I'm worried about shit like that. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. Also, is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience?
Let's have a watch.
Let's have a watch. Excellent.
Let's have a watch.
Yeah, so those are all the questions. Would you like to stay the last minute and a half and risk being exploded, or would you like to take your leave now and let the next guy in early?
I'll risk being exploded.
Okay, cool. So, do you get any questions from me in that case for the minute and a half that you have?
Okay, sure. Yeah, what content plans are you having for Watcher?
I mean, I'm the first release that I sort of have. You said something about not doing like a part 1, part 2. I'm probably going to do something similar to the experience videos that I did for each free Slugcat campaign. Assuming it's one super long campaign, I'll probably do a experience part 1 and part 2. I probably won't go more than part 2, but I have heard that the DLC is huge. Like, I see everything that I see with interviews tells me that the expansion is like significant.
Base game
yeah,
level,
no.
Yeah.
But like base game is not that big. It's one map and like a few different stories within the map. And like Downpour on its own is like theoretically significantly bigger than the base game by like an order of magnitude.
Kind of depends on how many optional regions are there, because if you can just go on a straight line to the end, then I guess so. The same way that like you don't have to encounter pipe yard in Downpour, right? Like you don't have to go through it at all.
Yep. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's fun. Also, I regret to inform you, I think your time has come. Yeah. Oh shit! It played twice. Okay, sorry about that. Goodbye, Sigma. I'm still getting used to it. Anyway. So, what's the time exactly? 9:40, we're right on schedule. Let me, drag in Blue Jay instead. Good morning. I apologize for stealing you. Your time has come.
It's all good. Hello.
Hello.
I liked what you've done with the place.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Let me start your timer. Welcome,
Hell
Blue
yeah.
Jay. I already said your name, but why don't you tell people who you are and what you do?
So I'm Blue Jay. I used to be a lot more active. Last year I would record ambience videos, but as of recently I've slowed down and I've done more like documentary style videos. One about like old commercials and Rainbow Minecraft, but I'm hoping to start doing some more soon.
Is there any? Sorry, and you've been doing a stream for this entire time, right?
Yes, I am streaming right now. It's just Blue Jay, BLUJAI. We are gonna be doing a celebration stream up until about 4 o'clock, and there's a giveaway with some watcher codes.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, so in that case, if anybody is watching and and wants to check that out, I think some of the people that I have, I don't know if my other guests are going to be on there, but Sigma is on there. If you want to go check up on his burned corpse, yeah,
Bird corpse.
Well, yeah. Sorry. Did he not tell you that there's definitely not a bomb under the chair? You have 10 minutes. Well, 8 minutes. So, you know, if you finish all them earlier, I can let you go free without it. But, you know, he chose.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know, he chose not to do this.
So did you make that sign in the back?
Yeah, no, sorry. That was my little, that was my little work. I mistook it, you know, I thought calling it the Watcher would be like fun, you know, like he's watching stuff, but I realized it's calling it the Watcher is sort of, you know, I'm sort of stepping on toes there, so I figured that it's the Watched, you know, would be a little bit better. So anyway, second question.
Super excited for
what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I have had like a protein bar, a meal bar.
Oh yeah, me too. Let's go.
Trying to watch what I eat.
Do you get like those ones that are like sweet with chocolate chips in them, or are you more like a fruit one, or just raw oats?
I've been doing it's called Atkins, where it's like peanut butter chocolate, but it has a whole bunch of fiber, so
yeah, great when separate. Sugar.
It's really good. Very sweet though.
And I tend to have ones that are more like just the traditional ones, just because I enjoy like nice compacted meals, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about Rainworld?
favorite thing, it has to be just the atmosphere, ambience. Like, the entire reason I started my channel was because I wanted there to be ambience of like the new downpour locations, and
Yeah.
since no one else did it, I decided to start doing it myself. So definitely that.
Yeah, no, I already told Sigma, but the ambience is definitely up there. I think that my favorite is just the art style and the whole world in general. Yeah. So when it comes to the Watcher, with what little we know, what content are you planning on making about it? Are you gonna go back to the ambience videos for it, or no?
Definitely some ambience videos, but since I'm already a YouTuber now, before Watchers come out, I'm gonna try to do like a Let's Play. Just do like quick edits on that, because I joined like 3 months after Downpour started, so I was a little late to the party.
So like, are you gonna plan on like doing it like cut together, or are you gonna just have it be like one big playthrough?
Probably just cut together. Just get the slop out there before
Slop
before everyone
on.
else does. Do a couple videos on it.
Yeah, so, sorry, I'm tabbing through 5 bajillion windows. What aspect, out of all the things that you've done with your channel, what aspect are you most proud of?
It definitely has to be my Minecraft Rain World world, I guess, because I was very slow on that because I was doing school at the time. It was senior year, but just taking a couple months and slowing down and putting a lot of effort into that one video, it really paid off. And I just loved like all the different transitions I did with that. It's definitely my most favorite piece of content I made.
Got it. Sorry, I don't like know anything about the whole Rain World Minecraft thing. I don't know if it was your video or someone else's video that I saw. And forgive me, did I hear it correctly that you made the world itself, or that you just made the video covering it?
I just made the video. I
assumed. I feel like I would have known if I made the entirety of the Rain World map, I would have put it all over. Like it would have been above YouTuber. You know, it's just like on my description of myself. You know, because like that, it's so impressive. I believe your video is how I learned about it, though. I haven't like taken a look at it. Taking a watch, get your jokes out. But like the whole, or like I feel like it's something that I could have done if I did more Rain World stuff before the Watcher comes out. Maybe I will take a look at it, watch, lol. So that could be very fun. Anyway, what's your favorite thing about the talk show host?
Shoot, it's really hard to think about that. Definitely has to be the analysis videos, and of course your bow tie.
Yeah. What do you mean by the like analysis videos? I have quite a few of those. Just like that style of content where I put effort into it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I really liked the one like going over the biology of all the different creatures and plants.
Which one of those? Important clarification required here.
I liked the one where it had the biology, talking about the animals.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, I have 3 of those. You have the original 2 and the most recent one.
I guess the one I remember the most was the original one.
So are you saying that your favorite video of mine would be original flora fauna?
Yes.
What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, the next person on the list today, after the unfortunate passing of Blue Jay, will be a good close friend of mine whom I know very, very well, Obsian. Welcome to the stream.
Who summoned me?
I did. Sorry.
Oh,
I know you kind of want like a little bit of permission and like a little bit of like important like stuff before then, but I'm sorry. This is.
I can't play this, man. What the hell?
Yeah. Listen.
What did you
It's
just say?
okay. Anyway, your time started.
Okay.
So starting things off. Who are you and what do you do?
I am Obsian. I made the Taste of Rainworld in the Dr. Moth Biotape series.
Mhm.
I really like the combat and movement system of the game. I like being funny. That's,
Yeah. So like, no, you made a actually sorry, no, I almost skipped ahead. I almost asked the question I'm gonna ask later. Anyway, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had 5 cups of coffee.
Like in a row, or like all at once?
Yes.
Did you put them into like one big cup, or did you just use 5 separate mugs?
5 separate mugs. I kind of drank them in like a, you know, like those plastic tubes that they have in like water fountains that you see in like The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just sort of drink that.
Got it. Cool. Do you have like, was it like 5 unique mugs that you have, or do you like separate them at
No.
all?
I separated them. I save my unique mugs for special occasions.
Of course. And what would those special occasions
Or
be?
if I'm feeling... birthdays, the Watcher DLC,
Well,
the Apocalypse.
well, today is the Watcher DLC. Which special mugs did you use for today?
Oh, wow! I have my heat-sensitive Shin Godzilla heat mug.
Oh hell yeah!
Lights up. It's
Fucking
like the coolest thing I own.
do not mention Shin Godzilla around me. Do not. I will
love
go
that
into a ravenous autistic fervor about that movie. I love that shit. It's so good.
I will too.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's hold off for today because your time is limited. But
As
what's
it
your
always is.
you mentioned you mentioned it already, but what's your favorite thing about Rainworld? You mentioned the movement. Can you go into specifics about that?
I like how I can move and how in-depth the movement system for the Slugcats actually is. It's like the more I play the game, the more I can find new stuff that I haven't been able to do before.
Like, sorry, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like something where you can utilize the movement of rapidly, I think, frame perfect turning to just float upwards during a jump. I don't know exactly what it is,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. It's sorry.
It's okay. I know what you're talking about. It has a name. I don't know what the name is. I've only ever been able to do that with Rivulet, though.
It's like hoverwalk, moonland, Koopa backdash, wave slide, shit. I don't.
Up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
It weirdly, I don't know if you have any idea what I'm like referring to when I say this, but it's got like games with super in-depth systems for like no good reason. I always call like melees because for some reason I think of like the weird wacky shit that you can do with the Smash Brothers Melee thing. I don't play Melee at all. I never have, never will. But I'm it enters into my biosphere occasionally just because of the fact that I used to be a big Smash guy whenever I was like young and thought it was a good game. But like as the time sort of like as the time had changed, I sort of shifted away from it. But like Melee in general is a game that just has like way too much shit in it.
Yeah, it's a good party game if you have like 12 people.
Yeah, I like in general. I'm not gonna get into my issues with modern Smash. I'll tease it for a little bit. I like fighting games. Smash is a game that likes to pretend that it's a fighting game, but also likes to pretend, but is at its heart not. And it feels like half the devs want it to be, and the other half of the devs don't, and the half the devs that don't are the people that sit in the executive chairs. So it feels like I'm playing an optional game mode for another game instead of like something that's a lot more original.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to the next question. What type of content are you planning on making about Watcher in specific?
I'll probably start with, the usual couple-parter series of me actually playing the game, and then I do plan on, I just want to see what new creatures and everything that they've implemented into the DLC series. Seeing that apparently it's really fucking big, they must have added some new things for me to see. Anything that involves me being able to make something out of it would be nice.
Yeah, like What do you mean by that specifically?
I mean Taste of Rain World 2, Daz.
Oh, okay. Yes, perfect. Excellent. Are you planning... when it comes to that, are you going to redo the original tier list? Have your opinions on that changed? Or...
They kind of have, yeah.
I
realized that I was a bit too picky with the stakes.
I see.
Yes, I see, yes.
Wonderful, truly, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indubitably.
And what aspect of your channel are you proudest of? I have an idea, but I want to know if my hunch is correct.
I think I'm pretty funny.
Just like, okay, I was gonna guess like the Dr. Moth biotapes. If it's your personality.
Yeah, that too. I'm proud of that as well. Yes.
If it's the personality that you've cultivated, that's also quite fair. It's
yeah.
You know, like it's fair. You're one of the.
I'm glad that people don't expect certain things from me.
Yeah.
You know.
Like what exactly? I'm curious.
Like when I got on YouTube, when I started doing stuff, I was kind of worried that people would try to shape me into being something that I didn't want to be. But I've been able to make my own persona that I feel comfortable with and people like, and that made me really happy.
Like, one of the things
and
that's...
being able to do Dr. Moth, yeah, that was also something that was originally going to be a joke, but then I kept doing it.
One of the most interesting things about YouTube in general is that YouTube is sort of made... It's a weird, you know, quote-unquote job, just because it's a little mixture of art and personality at the same time. And so everyone sort of views it a little bit differently. But I remember having a somewhat similar experience to it, where, like, I view a lot of my personal channel and, like, what makes it good off of my own personality, my own ability to make the content that I want to make. And not sort of, you know, whenever I, like, make a video that's relatively low effort, I can still feel sort of satisfied in being like, yeah, I mostly did this just so that the number goes up, but I also did it, but I also don't mind it a lot because I'm still funny, you know?
Yeah.
You know, that's
if I am happy with what I make, then that's okay with me.
You know, every time that
if I think it's serious or not.
Yeah. Every single time that anyone asks me, like, okay, how do you become a good YouTuber, you know? The answer that I always give them is make the content that you want to make and focus on quality over quantity at first, because that's how you get a following for the latter one. But also, if you don't like your own content, other people won't like your content, you know? And
yeah,
at that point, that's just how you become Mr. Beast. And maybe you just want to be Mr. Beast, but like, I think it's a bit deeper than that.
I do not want to be Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Anyways, next question. What's your favorite thing about the talk show host?
Who's that again?
Me.
Oh. You're pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. How sweet of you. Like temperature-wise, or like my rad, awesome, hip personality?
Temperature-wise. I think you are at a temperature for the body to be at.
It's appreciative. My body's developed for deep sea environments, so it's sort of important that I maintain a temperature.
I find that fascinating.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Being on land, I had to get used to the feeling of my organs rupturing, but now it just sort of happens, and I barely even like flinch. Like, sorry, it happened again.
You'll get used to it. Everybody else has.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't have organs.
It's just goo in there?
No.
What is in there?
I don't think I should explain that.
Oh yeah, no, sorry that was a little bit inconsiderate. Anyways, is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience during your last 18 seconds?
The Watcher video will not be streamed, it will be a normal video.
Okay, so, you know, just find that exclusively on your channel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wanted to stream it, but I can't because my internet's bad.
Quite unfortunate. Well, I'll see you later.
Alright.
Wonderful. What a nice interview. Anyways, so we're still a little bit ahead schedule in that case. So let's get on the next individual. The next individual will be... don't look at the sign. I'm changing it early. The next individual will be Vanilla the Slug Cat. Bring them in from upstairs. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. So, welcome to the stream. Let me start your time. Right. So, I just pulled you from a channel up there. Is it true? The audience wants to know. Is it true that you are tied to chairs with ropes and chains?
No, I don't know why they would think this. Honestly, it's false information. We are totally free, and not forced by anyone. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Totally free.
Good, good. I'll give you extra gruel for that. So who are you and what do you do?
Okay, so, I'm Vanilla. I make mostly Rainbow mod reviews, and I bait people in with my name when they want to search Vanilla Rainbow, and it's just my videos instead of the actual Vanilla Rainbow.
You know, that's kind of smart, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it had to be this way. Actually, it was an accident, but now that I think about it, it's pretty clever.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say it was meant to be this way.
So, what'd you have for breakfast this morning?
The infamous breakfast question. I honestly didn't have anything for breakfast. I just simply didn't eat anything.
You just woke up and got into stream?
Yes. Well, not really, because time zones and, I'm just a stinky European, and it's middle of the day, so sadly, breakfast was a long time ago. Or, well, if I had breakfast, but of course I didn't.
In that case, what is the most recent meal that you had?
It was chicken, like chicken nuggets.
Just like nuggets from where in particular?
Just a random side, like a street food kind of things. It was chicken nuggets and onion rings, the basic autistic kit of food choices.
Excellent, excellent. So in that case, I will put that down. I'm definitely writing these down somewhere. What's your favorite thing about Rain World?
Well, I definitely would say the slotcast. They are pretty interesting to play, and they look interesting. Pretty fun to draw, and they are not that really hard compared to like other kind of game characters. Also, just a fun game, except when you get stuck in Chimney Canopy for a month straight. Didn't happen to me, of course, because I'm too gamer, but it's a really fun game to play.
Of course. Also, this isn't on the list, so I might get disciplined by my supervisor for this. But when did you actually start playing Rain World?
Well, I'm kind of new, actually. I only started a month ago. Not a month ago? 6 months ago. Almost the same. Not a month ago. I am a true Rainbow fan, I swear. But I did actually have the game for more than 2 years now. I just didn't play because I was scared of the game, because I thought it's not going to be peak, but it is peak. I am a true Rainbow fan. I love Rainbow. Please don't cancel me.
No, I had a similar experience. Like, a notable portion of it, people underestimate the amount of weight that is had by like a game being hard, if you catch my drift, where like, because the game is hard, you don't want to play it because you've heard that it's hard.
Yeah, that's also was a factor, and also I played Hollow Knight before recently, and I was like, this game is too good. I'm not sure if I would like Rainbow right after Hollow Knight, but I had to give it some time to rest.
Yeah, it's not, I get it though. Anyway, next question. What's your favorite, or sorry, no, I already asked you that one. What type of content are you planning on making about the Watcher?
Well, probably just a basic playthrough, as if people don't know, I don't really talk in my videos, it's only text, so I can basically just do those non-commentary playthroughs. It's probably still gonna have a few things in it, but it's gonna be like really simple, mostly just watcher gameplay for people who don't want to watch live streams, because people can be live streaming it basically instantly, so I can't really beat that with a video, but I still plan on like having just a basic watcher playthrough of me suffering through the game, so people have something to watch. It's not full of effects every 5 seconds.
So, and I guess that's fair. So you're primarily going for like the chill vibes per se, using the language of the kids.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent
Exactly.
news. Okay, is there anything so far on your channel that you're the most proud of?
Well, I did remake the Minecraft movie trailer in Rainbow, and I feel like that was a really fun project to do, and I spent a long time on it, and I guess it was worth it because it's my most viewed Rainbow type video. It was really fun to do, but other than that, I made also an interactive video, which they're pretty rare on YouTube as well, but from Rainbow, I am not sure I've seen any of those before, and people seem to like it, and it was really fun to put together.
Who did you have as Jack Black?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Who did you have as Jack Black? Who is Steve?
Oh yeah,
in the
it
Minecraft
was
movie trailer?
it was 5 Pebbles.
5 Pebbles
It
as Jack Black?
Yeah, basically I saw a meme of 5 Pebbles just saying, "My name is 5 Pebbles." It's like redrawn over Jack Black, and I had the idea to do this remake of the trailer.
If you were to put Jack Black in any role in Rain World, would you do 5 Pebbles?
I feel like he might fit better as like Survivor, as like, you know, the basic Sockhead, the main guy.
Hear me out, Saint.
It could also work.
Listen, he's got the facial hair for it. Like, I think if you just like dyed it green and like gave him a frog tongue, I think he'd be great. We could push him out into a cold tundra and watch him try to survive. I think that'd be a fun show. Yeah. Jack Black Jack Black trying to ascend you would be something else.
Yes.
You know.
We need to see that coming.
Yes. Anyways, what is your favorite thing about the talk show host?
Definitely that I am alive and well and will be like that, hopefully. I mean, definitely, and I am totally in a safe place, thankfully, thanks to the talk show host. So I'm really thankful for that there is I'm not in any danger right now. So
Don't kid
well,
yourself.
thanks to them.
Anyway, what's your actual favorite thing about me?
Well, you're funny. You have your funny videos. I like your funny videos. They're fun, and they're very great to watch.
Okay, so but like, all right, so which is it just my personality, or do you have like a special thing?
Well, personality, or well, you have an interesting character, which I totally didn't learn what it was 5 minutes ago.
And which character would that be?
Or I mean, your picture, which is I totally remember. I'm just testing if you know it as well.
Yes, of course. Can you tell me the exact name of the worm?
Yes.
It starts with an L.
Yes. L.
Lep. Lepidotodium
Lep.
pisciae.
Oh God.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that was exactly.
Yeah, no.
exactly,
See, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that you'd be able to make that pretty easily. It's not that. Listen, it's not even that hard of trivia. Like, I'm certain that everyone in my audience could do it right now. Like, I'm sure you'll see a stream of it coming in. It's very easy to say and spell. Anyway, is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience?
Subscribe. Yes, subscribe to Zomps, because funny, and also become a channel member, because we YouTubers need the money or something. Also, Watcher is almost here. Buy Watcher.
It's
Watcher.
okay, good to know. So, I hope everybody enjoyed their time. You've got 20 seconds. Is there anything that you'd like to say during the next, now 15 seconds?
Oh no. It was all a lie. I don't want to die. Please don't kill me. No, please.
I'm not
Maybe.
gonna. I'm not gonna.
Oh,
It. Yeah.
I'm
No.
gonna do
See. No.
Oh.
See. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
It'll be the bomb that does it. Right? Oh, that was vanilla. What a joyful little endeavor. Next up on our lovely list is that coming out of the thing? It's coming out of the thing slightly. Let me just shrink that a little bit. Next up on the list is Spectacu. Excellent news. Hi, I've kidnapped you. Welcome to the stream.
Oh my god, hi, hello.
Hello.
It's so great to be here.
Yes, I'm glad that you enjoy it. What's your favorite part of the environment? Like of the little set that I've put here.
World's environment?
And
Oh.
like of not of Rainbow. That's a different question. What's of this little basement or lovely
Personally,
film set?
I would say the chair that doesn't have any chains or ankle restraints.
Yes, I'm glad that you agree with me. My favorite would have to be the nondescript dangling gunk above your head. I don't know what that is, or from the beams. Listen. It's pretty hard making proper construction about 2 miles under the ocean's surface, but
I also like the unidentified flora above me. It like adds a texture to the air whenever I breathe.
yeah, I heard that if you breathe it in too much, you start to get eyes growing on the inside of your lungs. So don't do that.
Oh. So that they can have a watch.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's part of the fun, you know. If you ever wanted to see what your alveoli look like, you get the chance. Anyway, who are you and what do you do?
I am Spec. I am an editor who makes aggressively edited Let's Plays into narratives, turning creatures into characters, and random occurrences of the games into malicious plot points.
Wonderful. I remember there are some aspects that I still repeat to this day from your Rain World videos in the past. I'm curious which of your videos in general you've got like you feel is the most like your best work, you know?
I mean, I think my best work is probably, honestly, even though it was like about a year and a half ago now, my most recent Rain World video. It was by far the longest project I had ever undertaken, and I am incredibly happy with how it turned out. I think it's holistically like pretty like my best work. I think the most like influential and meaningful one I've made for like the Rain World community was probably the first one. I think the entire like Goodbye Gamer Vulture thing is one of my proudest accomplishments.
You know, didn't like every single time they said it, there was like a new effect applied to the screen that lasted for like a super long amount of time.
Anytime a vulture appeared on screen, there was an incredibly bit-crushed version of, I believe it was the U.S. Army anthem.
Perfect.
As well
Excellent.
as an increasingly intense posterization effect that made it incredibly difficult to identify between different pixels.
Perfect work. Okay, and what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had, well, I'm still drinking my chai tea. I had an acai bowl, I had pine berries, and a Trader Joe's raspberry Pop-Tart.
What did you have from Trader Joe's?
What did I had from it was a raspberry Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realize. Are they different
you're
like
fine.
things from Trader Joe's? Like, do they have like different
Well, they're not.
types of Pop Tarts?
I don't know. Like they're not actually Pop Tarts. It's not. It's like one of the knockoff name brand like Pop Tarts.
Joe Farts or something like that.
I don't know that that's quite the branding they went with. Something along that line. It tastes pretty good and it doesn't have red 40 in it. So.
Excellent. You gotta avoid those carcinomas in your digestive tract as best as you can.
That's so true.
Thanks, Brasty. Anyway, what's your favorite thing about Rain World?
The ecosystem simulation and personalities. The fact that there are no enemies, just other creatures trying to survive. the intricacies of different animals reacting differently just based on how the game decided to create them, as well as them learning about you and remembering you between cycles, is really freaking cool. And I'm not sure I have ever played another game that has done something quite like that.
It's like
you get in Rain World.
It's a special little thing that only we get to deal with. You know, like out of everything, it's just like the way that the wildlife interact with each other. One thing that I'm hoping and very excited to see in Watcher is like more advanced stuff like that. You know, where it's like I don't know. I feel like there could be a bit more interconnectivity between stuff like that. Like, what are the dropwigs meant to hunt? You know?
Yeah, no, doubling down on like Rain World strengths, because I think Downpour did a great job with the world design, and while it's like opinions vary, I do like what it did with the story. I think the narrative direction it took with the iterators, even though it spent a lot of time with them, I think was pretty cool in its exploration of like transhumanism in the apocalypse.
Yeah, can confirm. My opinions on Rain World's lore and specifically its story are entirely normal, and everyone else is exactly like me. There is nothing else that I've done in recent memory that could possibly imply the opposite. Anyway, what are you planning on making content about Rain World? Or sorry, about Watcher in specific.
The more specific question is, am I planning on making content?
This is like, again, ever.
I would like to. I've kind of been waffling over whether or not I want to stream The Watcher or play it solo. Because I played the Saint off stream, and I did like how much slower I was able to take it without, the pressure to feel like, I should be making progress. So I might do that with The Watcher again, but if I do stream it, I'll wait a couple weeks so that people actually have a chance to play through it before I play it myself on stream. Yeah, I would like to make videos on The Watcher if I feel like creatively inspired enough by it. I'll pick it up and start tinkering with it.
Is there anything that you are like if you were to make a video about it, is there anything in particular that you would be like thinking of?
I honestly probably just my usual stuff. I've been like trying to hammer out some more video essay style stuff, which has massively gunked up my workflow. But if I were to do something on The Watcher, I'm sure it would just be something more in the vein of my previous Rain World videos.
Excellent. And I've already asked you a bit of this question, but what aspect of your channel are you most proud of? I already asked you about your favorite video that you've made, but what aspect of your whole channel are you most proud of?
I think it is my knack for giving personalities to just creatures in the games I play. I like creating consistent characters that appear to return over time, which Rain World is perfect for because that actually happens. Identifiably the same vulture showing up multiple times means that I can build a narrative around my interactions with that specific vulture. And that's cool as hell. I love doing that.
Mm-hmm. So is it specifically just the way that you manage to create personalities for the individual creatures within the gameplay?
Yeah, I love being able to make a narrative through line out of what are otherwise emergent experiences. My playthrough is unique to me just as everyone else's is unique to themselves, and trying to capitalize on that to create a story that is could only be found in a video of my playthrough, and isn't just the story of the game that everyone else gets to experience. Being able to give people a intensified version of someone else's first playthrough to vicariously enjoy is really fun.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about the talk show host?
That would be your glowing personality, Das.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Normally people would ascribe my glowing to the uranium C34 that I swallowed. Or no, sorry, that would be a cesium-134, I believe, is actually what it was. It's not uranium-34. My mistake.
Yep. Otherwise, that could have been bad. Good
Yeah.
thing it's cesium.
No. Listen, cesium is only mildly radioactive. It's only like a major part of the elephant's foot, as opposed to like all of it. You know, like, you know. Hey, listen.
Yes. I do also appreciate you giving people an excuse and incentive to create cool art with your hypothetical creature videos.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of those. Those were actually based off of Vati Vidya's stuff that he did around the beginning of like Elden Ring and
Oh,
very
that makes
specific.
so much sense.
You know, like those.
It's a good source of inspiration.
You know, I sort of had the idea like, damn, I want to do that. That's cool. But you know, and hey, I got honestly similar quality art. The people that give to my region concepts are nuts.
Yeah.
You know, anything in the last 10 seconds that you have, is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience?
I hope you all have a wonderful day. Make sure to eat a big, hearty meal. Do something that compels you. Enjoy yourself. Go for a walk to fresh air. Yum.
Yummy. Quite nice. Anyways, goodbye. He wasn't there after the explosion. That was your imagination. I'm good at making content. I'm fast, I promise. This is all, let the immersion be continuing to immerse. There are no mistakes at all in this. Make sure to check out everyone's channel, by the way. And I'm gonna bring in the next guy. Welcome, H2.
Yo, what up?
What's good? Sorry, I'm changing the sign. Excellent.
Sign? Oh, yeah.
The sign.
I didn't plan this very far ahead. I had Sigma was streaming the stream, but I don't have your stream up because I was watching him watch the stream, so I can't see the screen.
Excellent.
I can't see it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So, who are you and what do you do?
I am H2, and I make YouTube videos about stuff sometimes. Sometimes they're about Rain World, and sometimes they're not.
Any particular types of YouTube videos that you'd like to mention?
I guess you'd call them video essays. Oh, you saying like to plug a specific video? If you like Rain World, I've got a couple of those. I think I've got a couple of those. Actually, it's not out yet, but I have a video releasing in the next day probably that has Rain World mentioned in it. Maybe you should listen to that.
I was more referring to the idea of like, how would you describe your content to someone that had no idea what YouTube is?
Oh, yeah, it's like video essays, basically. It's
Got
like
it.
classic video essay sort of things.
All right. And what did you have for breakfast this lovely morning?
I woke up like an hour and a half ago because I'm a freak, and I had a pan au chocolat. Do you know what that is? Do they have those in America?
No,
They got
not
those
as far
over
as
there?
I know.
Damn, it's like French pastry with chocolate in it. It's fucking awesome.
Excellent. So is it like a sorry forgive my Americanism. Is it more like close to a croissant or is it something different?
It's the same type of pastry, but instead of being in like a funny croissant shape, it's like a rectangle with 2 tubes of like chocolate in it.
I think I've had those before. I just didn't know what
They're
they
really
were called.
good. Yeah. They're really good.
Was it like a nice warm one or did you like buy from Starbucks?
Now I buy them from Tesco. I go to
Ah,
Tesco. You buy
excellent.
4 of them in a bag.
Yeah,
and then
fucking
I
Tesco.
eat one. Well, it's because they're cheap as hell. It's like It's like you pay like £1.50 for some 4 pan of chocolates. You have one a day, and that's like 4 days worth of breakfast for like £1 for like £1.50. It's mental. It's a bomb.
Alright. Excellent. Do you have a favorite thing about Rain World?
Yes, I do. I've heard you ask that question to everyone else, and
Yes.
I thought about an answer. My favorite thing about Rain World is actually something that the DLCs don't share, sadly. But my favorite thing about Rain World that is true in the base game is that the game isn't about you. You are like a little stupid little animal, slug cat thing. Like especially in Survivor's campaign, right? You're just like a little creature that exists in the world, and there's a story in the world about iterators and, you know, an ancient civilization, an ascension, but none of that's about you. You're just like a little slug cat who had a family, who got separated from his family,
is now trying to survive, and all of the story beats that you fall upon are all completely happenstance, and they're not about you as the character. And I find that so compelling, and it's something that Downpour characters don't share. You know, like Rivulet and also Hunter as well. Like, they're all like important to the story in a more like large way, like, you know, reviving Moon, or like, you know, bringing the gravity. What's the thing called that Rivulet has? The like gravity sphere. Bringing that.
The Master Faction Cell, aka 5 Pebbles Balls.
Yeah, 5 Pebbles Balls. You bring 5 Pebbles Balls back to 5 Pebbles. That's like, that makes you like part of the story in a grand way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
no, like
Survivor isn't that, and I find that really exciting.
And like, almost every single slug cap, besides arguably Saint, maybe, is a footnote in like a grander history.
Yeah.
Outside of like the Rivulet and I guess Hunter, they're all like very much so. Like, there's very little that they do. You wouldn't even see them be written in a historical textbook at all. So it's just mostly about your survival and the affairs of passing gods, to use an exact quote. You know. So it's just it's quite a lot of it's quite interesting actually, and just the world building in general.
That is my favorite part about Rainworld. It's especially because I played Rainworld in 2017. I was an early adopter of the game, back when Monk and Hunter didn't even exist. It was just Survivor, and he wasn't called Survivor. He didn't have a name because he didn't need to be distinguished from the other
main character.
He was just the main character, yeah. And I found it so awesome that like you're just some little rodent running about in a food chain, and you stumble upon this like giant godlike omniscient being, and he's like, oh, there's like a rat in my cage, can you leave now? He's like, you go kill yourself in the go to the east and kill yourself, you know.
Is there what type of content are you planning on making about the Watcher, if any at all?
I don't know. I've been this time around, I've been avoiding spoilers like the plague. So I don't know anything about Watcher. I know that it's like Nightcat. That's it. I don't know anything about it.
To be fair, we don't know a lot about it either.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough.
Compared to Downpour, where we sort of knew literally everything beforehand, outside of like lore and story, because the mini Slugcats expansion existed beforehand. The Watcher doesn't have media that it was based off of. Well, it kind of does, but like nothing that we can tell in terms of what makes up the actual campaign. And Video Cult and Aquapara have been exceedingly secretive about it, so I am very excited to see it.
Yeah, I noticed that last time on Downpour, they gave people like early access, like content creators. They gave them like 2 weeks early access to like have a video out on the day it dropped, and they didn't do that this time.
No,
they did not do that this time, and I assume that's because they want it to be super secret. They don't want anyone to know. They don't want it to leak.
You know, I got direct confirmation that they're doing that. They're gonna make sure that everyone has the same discoveries at the same time. Because like even during my week before Downpour stream, people were shouting at me where exactly to go, and I was like, "What the fuck? How do you know this?" This is yeah. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was in your chat, like there was a bunch of chatters saying, like a bunch of chatters who didn't know, and I remember being in your chat like, go right, that's I've played this before, go right, I know where to go. I remember being in chat. I was one of the guys.
you. Anyway, which aspect of your which aspect of your channel are you most proud of?
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard question. Do you know what? Okay, actually, I do have an answer. I think it's probably every time I talk about a game that is really niche and doesn't have very many players, and then I talk about it and it gets like a big boost in discoverability. I'm always very proud of those moments. I've done that a few times. In fact, once upon a time when my channel was a lot smaller and when Rainworld was a lot smaller, one of the games I did that for was Rainworld. I made a YouTube video about Rainworld and it got like a bajillion views. And at the time it was the second most viewed Rainworld video on the entire internet, besides Markiplier's game, like Let's Play of it. And you could see on the Steam charts that it got like a bump in player numbers, and I was really proud of it. And like I've also done it for a few other games as well, and it's never something I'm intentionally doing, you know, but it's like something that I've always, every time it happens, I'm very proud of it. it like creates this like. There's another game I did it for called Warfork, which is literally like the deadest of dead games of all time. It has like 7 players. But when I made a video about it, the video got like 600k views, and like a bunch of people showed up in my game I like, and I was like, oh my god, it's like so crazy. There's all these people playing the game.
It's
I
like
got really
sniff.
excited. I find that quite. It's like quite exciting. It's like something I'm quite proud of.
Okay.
Anyway, are you going to explode me now? Is that what's about to happen?
No, you still have a minute. You still have a minute. What's your favorite thing about the talk show host?
About the talk show host? Yeah,
me.
I'd say your beak. It's got to be the beak.
Thank you.
Definitely.
It's serrated so I can catch
it's a
nematodes
nice beak.
easier.
Yeah. That's my favorite part about the host is that he catches nematodes really good with that beak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the best part.
And final question: is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience in particular?
Honestly, no. No. I hope you enjoy Watcher.
You have absolutely nothing to
I
say to my audience.
Not really. Hi, chat.
Excellent.
Guys.
Great news. All right. In that case, is there anything that you'd like to say just in general for the last 6 seconds?
The last 6 seconds of my life. Hi, Mum. Please don't kill me. Please don't blow me up. Please don't blow me up. Please don't blow me up.
Oh, that was fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the talk show segment. I'm getting news, actually, that there's apparently supposed to be like some sort of odd thing occurring. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but apparently there's supposed to be a 7th guest on here. I don't know exactly who it is, but it's apparently supposed to happen, but they're not here yet. So I guess in that case, I'll just go to like let's just head back here. You know, let's just wait for a little bit.
Des, I hope you understand that I had to leave my job early today to make it here before Watcher drops. Thank you for starting the stream early to remind me of time.
Excellent. Forgive me for the slight break. However, actually no, I can announce it now.
Zombies. Welcome to the chat, buddy. How you
Whoa,
doing?
hello. Sorry, I haven't. Whoa. Sorry about that. I haven't like done a. I haven't like done a introduction for all of y'all yet, but allow me to do it. Our final guest is gonna be. Our final guest is gonna be the dev team of the Watcher. So welcome everyone.
What's going on here?
We are simultaneously on Das Zombies stream, just as Das Zombies comes to our stream. So, folks, we have some. We wanted to talk a little bit about the development of the Watcher. Das Zombies. I'm sure you guys. Everybody in the chat, everybody in my chat is going wild for you. We wanted to give you an opportunity to sort of ask some of the devs some questions. Again, I want to reiterate that we're not spoiling anything today. We really to experience the Watcher with very fresh eyes is what I would say. But yeah, we wanted to give that opportunity. So I know you have a number of questions that you have prepared for us. So while we take a look at some more of the museum, if you wanna ask the devs from the Watcher a little bit about what that experience was like, you can feel free.
Of course, it'd be my honor. I suppose the first question that I have for all of you is, in general, going into Watcher with the task of evolving Rainworld and potentially Downpour from its to evolve it from what it was before. What was your goal, I suppose? Like, how did you all seek to evolve the base game in Downpour going into the next DLC?
So I'll take lead on this one. I'm James. I'm one of the original developers of Rain World. And so when we were developing the original Rain World, we had tons of ideas, and we worked for around 10 years on the project, and not all of them made it into the final cut. So a lot of the themes and a lot of the ideas and a lot of the mechanics that went into the Watcher were things that had already been sort of like planned, and the groundwork had been laid for them in a narrative sense in the original game. So for me, at least, Watcher was sort of an opportunity to kind of like tie in all of these loose threads that had kind of been like floating around all these years, and get to work with all of these extremely talented new Rain World developers and create something both in line with the original, but also new and fresh and taking it in new directions.
Okay, so it was mostly about continuing ideas that you already had as opposed to injecting new ones, if I'm hearing that correctly?
No, not at all.
Okay.
There's a lot of new ideas, and then there's a lot of original ideas as well, if that makes sense.
So,
Alright.
for instance, Andrew, you had a huge hand in sort of sculpting things. What was it like moving from Downpour to the Watcher for you, Andrew?
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's definitely a very different, I guess, creative direction on the Watcher. It's very interesting. I think for Downpour, it was a lot of my own ideas, and then for Watcher, it was kind of taking a lot of other people's ideas and just like sculpting it all together. So it was cool getting to work from someone else's point of view, like creative direction.
Excellent. In that case, we can move on to the next question. How has the experience of developing the Watcher been? Have any major moments stood out?
I mean, it's been awesome. This whole group has been like, it's just so fun working with people that are so steeped in Rain World. Like, I think, I mean, having worked on other games, it's always kind of a challenge to sort of like align people with your vision on something. But coming into the Watcher, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. Like, everybody's been in the game 10,000 hours. So like, every time someone suggests an idea, it's spot on. Every time someone like pitches a direction, you're like, yeah, this is it. And I think that's a really unique thing that like is rare in the game sphere and in the art sphere in general.
With a lot of like group projects in general, I have my own projects that I'm leading, but like with like the task of it is sort of, it's really rare to get a bunch of people, let alone one person who like perfectly understands the original vision and vibes. And Rain World in particular has some very unique and very specific vibes. So I'm very glad to hear that the team in general is a group of people that were like, that understood and continue to understand the actual intentions of the original creation.
It's
100%.
Oh, sorry. It's
Nope,
very interesting seeing like, cause so I'm sorry, I'm Cap'n. I was a developer on Downpour, and it's really interesting seeing a very different perspective on the Rain World lore, because as you all probably know, Downpour was a mod before it was a before it kind of got integrated into the main game as a DLC, and so working with James has been so interesting because he'll like casually mention some like earth-shattering lore concept and then just not elaborate on it. And it's really funny seeing like how much of a different perspective he has on it, and it's like a lot of it too is we tried to be very kind of careful with Downpour and sticking to the vanilla text, which is why it's so focused on the iterators with its story. And so just seeing kind of a very fresh vision of the Rain world, it's wonderful, honestly.
Yeah, even with the Watcher, like it was a lot of modders and people from the community working on it. I mean, I think that's kind of cool because we're all big fans of Rain World. We've all played the game for a long time. We're all very passionate about the game, so I think it's cool to see expansions created by people with that kind of deep knowledge and deep, I guess. We're all fans of the game, basically. It's cool to see content made by people who have that kind of connection to the game.
Yeah, definitely. I also like one of my favorite moments of development were just those brainstorming sessions we had where one person was to pitch an idea, the person would add on to it, and the third person would revise it, and it just kind of a lot of just talking, discussing, and kind of coming up with some really awesome stuff. The collaboration that might have not made alone.
Yeah, and sort of add on to like how we actually made things. Like James had some like grand ideas and like specific moments he wanted to include, but he was like very open to new ideas. I remember the very first thing he told us to do was just like spitball, just like whatever you think is cool. Let's see how that could fit in. And that way we all like could I guess like work really well together because we all had a say in what we could include.
Yeah, we actually did a lot of really quick iteration on some interesting ideas that specific people pitched, and we were able to take some new mechanics pretty far. It's really cool to see how they were utilized and how they interact with other aspects of the game that have been added in. One of my favorite moments was, sometimes Rain World creatures can be a little interesting, and I guess some coding or something was a bit off, so we had a creature that kind of converted itself into a ballistic missile, and we had to address that because it's very shocking.
Yeah, that's real.
Shout out Miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so the very next question is very specifically for James. Considering you were you were there for the original base game, and now that Rain World has soon to be 2 DLCs, how is the experience of developing for Rain World like? Less as in, obviously you're working with more people now, but with the actual core concepts of the game, have they changed at all after the full release of the base game?
That's interesting. I mean, I think it's answering this question is sort of similar to the last one, where it was like we had done so much groundwork for the original Rain World. We had so many sort of mechanics that kind of like implied other mechanics, and we had world building that imply other world building. That I kind of feel like I could just keep going sort of forever. I don't want to, but it's just like a lot of it is just continuing on the roads that we built for the original game. And I think that's kind of why it's sort of easy to collaborate with people who were in the mod scene and artists, is because that vision that UR had was just so clear that we can kind of just like keep in this Rain world and everything sort of makes sense for the most part.
I see. Okay. So, I'm trying to get through this at least with, like, I could talk with y'all forever, but I do, but I'm aware that I do not have an endless segment.
15 minutes, I have a feeling that the population of this stream is going to reach 0.
Perhaps,
so.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not planning on going that long. So for the rest of the people on the team, how has the transition to suddenly working on official Rain World content been, especially if you were just a modder beforehand?
I'd say it's very easy. It's pretty much the same actually as before. There's not really much difference in the tools we do and such. And this game is built so strangely in Unity that you pretty much only do stuff through the code for it. So it's pretty much the same as when I was modding it.
Yeah, and I'll say a lot of modders have previous experience working with other modders, collaboration between people with different skills, working on small group projects, region jams, all kinds of things. I think, it's kind of one of the great things about the modding community is that it's very collaborative, and, everyone has different talents that they bring to the table. And so while, this was to a different scale, and definitely, there were some things that are quite different, I think a lot of that previous experience modding the game also came in handy here, not just, the actual game dev stuff.
Oh, one thing that really surprised me, I guess, from More Slug Cat's 5-year development timeline is just how quickly everything kind of wrapped up. Like, I remember there was a time when, you know, I was working on something and then I checked back in and like an entire region was just finished and it's like, oh my gosh, how did you do this?
Yeah.
No, honestly, the timeline was pretty tight for this, and considering like original Rain World had like a 12-year development cycle, More Slugcats and Downpour had like a 5-year development cycle. The fact that we could like put together what we were able to put together for the Watcher is like insane. Like I had much lower expectations for it, but everyone was just primed and ready to go and like could complete things quickly. And man, I'm blown away.
I was
Kudos to
constantly
you guys.
impressed by seeing everyone's work every week. Just got the new rooms, new creatures, little fixes here and there.
Yeah, like I wasn't on the in-game dev side, but when I go and roll through the Discord and see people's progress, just scrolling back through messages, and it's like, whoa, these people are crazy. But it's been really cool and really interesting watching the whole development process.
This was a big deal for me for the trailer that you guys haven't seen. We'll see in 15 minutes, okay? Because I was talking with James about it, and I was like, "Hey, I was looking for a reference for something." And James was just like, just take a look at the Discord. And once I was able to join the special Discord, okay, and see how quickly the progress was being sort of made, and the iteration that went into, you know, the individual creatures and the rooms and the regions and all of the little details getting added, just like piece by piece, that's really a magical kind of experience, I think.
Yeah, definitely. What's interesting is it felt like it had its own momentum. Like once we got things going, it was just like everyone was pushing the ball and just like flew. Love it. And I look forward to the next one.
There's gonna be another one. My career stays alive. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Into the more into the less deep questions. What is everybody's favorite Rain World region?
Shaded Citadels.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wild answer.
That's a wild answer.
I too.
Your favorite candy is licorice. You know, like.
I too love Shaded Citadel. It's my favorite.
Is that right?
There's so many. I love
incredible.
Shaded.
There's dozens of you. Dozens.
But I'm just going off of aesthetic.
Oh, no, like I remember when I first went through Shaded, I was terrified and I like rushed through it really quickly. And then on my second or third playthrough, I stopped. You know, I smelled the roses, and I just I vibed through Shaded, and like the music is perfect. The lantern mice are beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's just it's a wonderful. The Miros birds are there. It's wonderful, yeah.
It's so mood. I love Shaded.
I actually think the first time I went through Shaded was on stream. I think it was on this stream maybe a year ago or so. Maybe no, it would have been 2 years ago. It would have been during the it actually would have been 3 years ago because it would promoting Downpour, and I think I had just eaten the neurons, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I had accidentally the neuron, so I had a very different first time experience in Shaded because I had the glow because the chat encouraged me to do terrible things. Okay.
as they do.
Yeah.
I would say like my favorite region is definitely Industrial Complex. It's, you know, I think it's just like it really encapsulates some of that early game, you know, lost in a maze kind of feeling, and like everyone has that really awesome experience of leaving outskirts, everything's going well, and then a vulture just comes down and kills you, 2 seconds after being away, and you're just like, oh, well, kind of really gets you ready for the rest of the game, lets you know that things are going to be different, and it's just like an amazing region design-wise.
It really is like a melting pot of everything that Rain World has to offer.
Industrial Complex is my favorite too, and it was also pretty much my home when I was first playing the game, because I managed to get into there, and then I sat there learning the basics there, and there's kind of a little bit of every kind of room in that place, so it was a nice area to live at.
Andrew, can I ask what your favorite region is, buddy?
If we're including Downpour regions, I really like Outer Expanse.
Okay.
For the base game regions, probably Sky Islands. I think that it has a really cool vibe.
I'm glad I think Sky Islands is also probably my favorite from the base region. It just has such evocative sort of like, you know, every room is a vista, you know?
Sky Island.
That's one of my favorites too.
That was like the last room I discovered.
Oh, shout out Garbage Wastes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lydia.
Garbage Waste is probably where I spent the most time because I just died so much, which was also on the stream 2 or 3 years ago.
So I gotta say, my favorite region is in The Watcher.
Whoa! Oh.
I mean, as like the person who did the original regions, it's so great to see like how far these region artists have been able to take the toolkit and like expand on it. And so I'm like, when I'm testing The Watcher, I'm just like, it's the first time I've gotten to play Rain World. You know what I mean? Like, Downpour had a lot of things that were sort of like based off of sort of the environments of the original game, and The Watcher, a lot of it is just like really fresh stuff, and it's awesome to be able to explore that for the first time for me. I get to be a fan.
My personal favorite, I mentioned it. Base game is the exterior because the wall makes
the wall is really good.
It's just
Oh
perfect.
yeah, that one's my favorite too.
I know. In Downpour, it's undergrowth because I have a personal connection to drainage, and seeing it turn into exactly my type of vibe, with also, in my opinion, some of the smoothest gameplay of any Rain World content on my favorite Slugcat, is like, I got like a nice little connection of neurons there that made it hook into my brain like a parasite. Yeah. The next question is in a similar vein. What's your favorite Rain World song?
I don't know.
I actually, so funnily enough, I have an answer to this, and it is what we started the stream with. So earlier this week, or maybe last week, I was making the soundtrack previews for The Watcher, and the song Evening at Peace. I love that song. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh my god, and I did that thing where I just put it on repeat.
Lydia, what's your favorite track?
Bioengineering is up there.
Bioengineering? Yeah, bioengineering is a big classic, no question.
I'm gonna go old school and say Black Moonlight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Black Moonlight's so good. It's such good background music. I use it for every video.
There's like two really good ones. I really like Stargazer. I think it's Stargazer, the one that plays at the top of the wall when you see the metropolis in the background. That, and I think this one is unnamed, but it's the song that plays as the Void Worm pulls you towards the ending sequence. I think it's called The Ride in the files.
Yeah, The Ride.
And it's a wondrous song. It's like, it feels is sort of the best way to describe it. I don't know, it's so full of an indescribable emotion, and it's wonderful. It completes that whole sequence, I think.
I think actually that's the one that has like big staticky waves, right?
Yeah.
I think that's Gold Swim has the big staticky waves, whereas The Ride is more like twinkly.
Okay. Because I remember one of those, Dell, it broke your headphones when I sent it over because it was like so massively old. Do you remember this?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And I was like, okay, maybe I should need to turn this down a bit.
But it was feels.
I'm a big fan of the Captain.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Kayaba is like really popular, but like just the cool chill beats of going through those tunnels, I think it really sells that.
I honestly, I am a deep lover of Kayaba, but I also feel like that's such a basic answer. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying your favorite movie is Star Wars or something, right?
Well, my other favorite one is a new creature track that I wrote, but I can't mention.
Yeah, can't mention it. Can't mention the spoilers.
Can't mention spoilers. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
My personal favorite track is Past Echoes, the same one. I don't know if that's just a fan name for it, but it's the one that plays for the Undergrowth Echo in Downpour. It was a cut song, if I recall correctly, beforehand. I think that and Pulse are both tied in my brain because they both just give me a perfect. I've been obsessed with the word evocative because I think it makes me sound smart, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I understand that.
It does make you sound smart.
I also want to give a shout out to Inticus, my very favorite Rain World song ever, which was not in the game at all, but was part of the teasers from Downpour, is the song Overskog that Inticus made for us, which I think has like 1,000 plays on Spotify just from me, right? Like...
Oh,
man,
yeah,
there's
including Downpour stuff. I think Ascent by Progfox is also a wonderful song.
Yeah,
Progfox, yeah.
I think it plays in Submerged Superstructure, I believe, and it's just great, like background music.
Shout out. Ooh, look at this one. Guys, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, gamers. Okay.
Let me
It's gonna happen.
let me get my last question out of the way, and then I will get out of y'all's hair. But is there anything that you'd like to say to the YouTube audience before the coming of the big release?
I can't wait to see your videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been watching, I've been seeing in and out the the various speculation videos and the lore threads and stuff coming out, and I think it's going to be well. I'm going to be watching the Let's Plays. I'm going to be like seeing what the what the new theories are. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, watching people's experiences is pretty much what I've been thinking about for a while. Like, oh, I really want to see what people experience this.
Because this is going to be the first time. Because I mean, Downpour obviously incredible content, incredible amount of content, but a lot of people were sort of aware or familiar with the plots of more Slugcats, etc. So I think this is going to be the first time since release that the entire community is going to be able to experience it at the same time without like anyone having any sort of like advantage in terms of information or knowledge about it. So I think it's going to be fun. We've tried to keep it really tight. We've tried to keep information really tight. We've tried to keep like no one got early send outs of keys or anything like that. So everyone's going to be experiencing it at the same time.
I remember from my Downpour playthrough, one of my biggest reactions that I did was, sorry, something caught my throat, was specifically for the reveal that we were gonna get to go into Five Pebbles City, because that was something that I was parroting like an idiot for like almost a year before the release of Downpour. Was I need to see Five Pebbles City. I want to go through an iterated Walmart, and knowing that. Even though we didn't get to see the Walmart, unfortunately, unless that's what the House of Braids is, you get to...
There's a level in there. I think it's called Mall in the files. I think it went through like 4 redesigns, so it might not look like much like a mall anymore, but at one point it was supposed to be like a weird iterator's shop.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, at the
that.
very least, you do get all like the little fun overseer ads when you go through Metropolis.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah, the
James.
5 Pepsi.
Yeah, the Walmart comes to you.
But like, because I had that really good reaction, I'm very excited to see just what like I managed to avoid all spoilers for the Saint ending, all spoilers for Downpour in general, outside of like the gimmicks for it. Like I didn't even follow MSE before the big release, outside of knowing what the Slugcat powers vaguely were. So everything for Downpour was entirely new for me, and I'm very excited to have that experience again.
Well, I'm glad to report that there are no special powers. There's nothing special or new or interesting in the Watcher. Okay, there's just normal Slugcat. That's it.
He's just Survivor but inverted. He doesn't even have any gimmicks.
We would never have gimmicks. A character with gimmicks, that's great.
It's just not in your development philosophy.
Okay. With 2 minutes on the clock, I am seeing some stuff about something about Downpour being broken on Steam. Folks have mentioned it in the chat a bunch of times, so I do just want to assure folks that once we get off stream, I am going to take a look into that for you to see if I can get a better answer. But listen, we're coming up on it. It's the dawn of the final minute especially for the dev team. Is there anything that you say to before we sign off?
Be patient with us when everything gets janky and broken. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bailing. See you guys later. Peace.
Okay, have a good one. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much to Das Zombies for interviewing us. Thank you to Fishnoid, Rat, Rake, Caporo, Andrew, Dell, Capin. I really appreciate that that you've come out to the party.
Yeah, thank you all for having me. This is a highlight of my career. Anyway.
See you guys.
Yep.
Okay,
Bye,
have
everyone.
a good one. Goodbye, gamers.
Wow. Hell, that was that was a lot of fun. I'm still my nerves are still on high alert. I'm not even gonna lie. Whew, Christ. Sorry, I knew that was coming for 4 days before it happened, but oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I can say fuck now. Holy fuck. Sorry. There was such a demon in my brain telling me to ask him to watch Ad Raider logs. You have no idea. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to tell him that so bad. I had to know. Listen, I'll do it after logs 5. Whew, I did it though. I made it in the big leagues. So now we just wait. Actually, when it's downloading, that would whenever it's downloading, we can actually. I'm excited to watch the trailer as well. It's not. It's it's in my library, but it's not been released yet. It's coming soon, still on Steam. So I guess we'll just wait. But in that case, actually, I'm gonna wait for the trailer, and then we can watch the trailer. So that'll be fun. I'm certain it will be. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, so now we're just waiting for the actual release of the DLC and also the trailer. The trailer as well, hopefully, will be something that shows up whenever that does appear. I'm gonna go onto the Akupara Games channel. Let me just I'm just gonna go onto the Akupara Games channel and just wait. Oh wait, the launch trailer is happening. Give me a minute. The launch trailer is here. Let me get it. Hold on. Hold the phone. It's here. Everybody calm down. Let me let me grab my my fucking window capture. Where is it? Game capture, display, window capture. Yes, there you go. And let me uncrop this real quick. Give me a minute. Whoa, there you go. Wowee. We put this right here, and then we can watch it, get it together. Bam. Bam. It's the same thing we've seen before, I think. This is the launch trailer, right? Why are you so low quality? Stop being low quality. Oh, wait. Now something's new. Oh, drill crab spotted. Drill crab located. And the locusts. And a new scav. Ayo, new lizard as well. He looks dead. Snow as well. This is probably Aether Ridge. Oh, is this going to just showcase all the new regions that are being added? Because we have one for Aether Ridge. Oh, wait. That was the Oa 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 giggling. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Pretty nice. I got myself a turkey sandwich. Anything else that we're gonna get to see? Nope. Cool. Alright. Wham. Are you gonna do dumb stuff? Oh, that's not right. Stop showing them that. That's not normal. Go away. It's just stop showing them that. It's okay. Is it here? It's still not yet available. In that case, that gives me the perfect amount of time to eat my turkey sandwich. I hope everybody's excited. I'm glad. And actually, what did y'all think of the talk show? That was like a good bit of work for me. I'll hang out with chat for a little bit while I wait. Oh my god, there's almost 2,000 people here. What the hell? Why can't y'all show up for my logs premieres? I'm joking. Tokyo is peak. Hell yeah. They did mention things might be a little bit wacky, so I'm not surprised. It's just, let me just do this, make this a little bigger, so we can all have a watch. Like this. Excellent. Nom 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 nom. Yummy. 1,900 people are here to listen to me eat a turkey sandwich. This will do. This will wreck my ego. Oh, is it out? Watcher? Are we gonna have a watch? Released on coming soon. It's not out yet for me. I'm consistently refreshing the Steam page, by the way. I'm not gonna miss it.
my ears feel molested.
Is it that loud? Is it? Hey, the viewer numbers are still good, so no. I'm just gonna lean back and continue reading. Listen, if I'm gonna be streaming for 5 to 6 more hours after this, you've gotta let me put food in my body. It has to happen. I'm sorry. This is literally the best time to do it. Why do you vocalize "ow" whenever? It's because it's funny. I'm being funny. It's my job. I'm the Joker. I make funny jokes. ASMR stream? See, you can pay me $40 to make you 5 minutes of ASMR. I do that. That's a thing that I do. People pay me for that. Oh, there's an update? Okay. I'm gonna check it. You lied to me. You whore. Ban that guy. Don't do that. Sandwiches taste better when you om nom nom. You're so right. Eat louder? I feel like I'd scare people away. I don't think... Something tells you these 2,000 people aren't actually here to watch me eat a sandwich. It's just... It's been 10 minutes. James, help me. I need to make content. James. Michael, help me. Me no like loud eating. I'll quiet. I'll mute. I mean, I probably shouldn't. I'll just like back up. I'm like 4 feet away from my mic now. I hope it's like not as loud anymore. The game's updating. Mine should be done. Like, I have a key. Literally as soon as the item becomes available, it should be good. I mean, I guess I can search for updates for my Rain World, but I feel like it should do it automatically. And also, I'm seeing the content creator Discord. Nobody else has the have the DLC yet. So, James. Soaks. People are saying soaked on V2. It's been 11 minutes. Y'all can like relax. It's not even been 12 minutes yet. Listen, when it becomes 15 minutes, then we can say it's Soak Song 2. Oh, no. Okay, well, the update just happened. It's time to have a watch. Put my sandwich down. Actually, no, it's still updating. I can eat. It's happening. It's happening. Guys, it's happening. Calm down. Calm down. Everybody stay calm. Don't panic. Don't fucking panic. Calm down. It's updating. The bar is going. It's not going very fast, but it's going. Yeah, it's out. Mine's downloading. It's about, I don't know. It's downloading data pretty slowly, which is quite frustrating. Probably because my net is suddenly struggling. I hope the stream isn't dying for anybody. It's Silksong V2 now. It still hasn't been 15 minutes. It's only been 13. Who up OIing? This is the best stream. I'm glad that this is my most viewed stream. I'm glad that this is my most viewed stream by, like, a while. By a lot. Stream lives good? Cool. Why is my download so slow? Like, my upload is fine. Why is my download so slow? Why are you doing this? This is the worst time that you could do this.